Good evening, everybody. My name is The Fancy One, and you are here for another Pokemon Crystal Randomizer Cinco Bingo between Gamer and Herreteman. The racers are counting down to start the race here, so should we see some movement on the screen in just a second here. And I apologize, I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties being able to see the stream. Does look like they are underway now. And we're gonna see what the starter Pokemon's here in just a second. Interesting thing here, Gamer has chosen to go with the male. The default here in the randomizer is female. It is slightly quicker, something to do with load times of loading the sprites, but ultimately shouldn't cause too much of a disadvantage here. It's very minute. And let's see what these starters are. Got a Clefairy, a Smeargle, and a Sneasel. So nothing on the card, I don't believe. And looking at the card, Defeat Rival 4 is in the center of the card. It is a little bit out of the way, but at least it's something that's guaranteed to be doable, so that will give both of our runners a little bit of a relief. Defeat a Lapras means this is most likely a Friday card, which I believe both of our runners have set it to, but again, I had a little bit of technical difficulties, so I didn't get to see that. And we are off. The first encounter is going to be a Natu. So, with the starters being what they are, I want to expect this to be a go straight to Falconers. We're probably going to see both of our runners looking around, trying to find a better Pokemon to run with. Something that's probably a little bit more stronger than the Sneasel they both chose, and a little safer to run. There we go, I have my technical difficulties sorted out, so I apologize for that. And we are on the rival fight for Gamer, and Herreteman is just getting up to Professor Elm here. So both owners have been able to go to the mart and are able to purchase Pokemon. I don't believe we've seen anything. I did see a Growlithe, which unfortunately is not on the card today with Arcanine or Ninetales. And And we're going to see Gamer, who is just slightly ahead. Let's see what he starts to encounter here as he starts actually looking for a good main. It did look like Herreteman chose to capture that Weedle, so we'll have to see what he's going with for that. I didn't see its moveset. A Crobat could be an option depending on the moveset. We'll have to see what it has on it. Ooh. Payday, Smokescreen, Curse, probably not the best moveset here to run. Which is unfortunate. I love seeing Crobat run. Chat really helping me here, saying Evolve Goal is on the card today, so that would explain the Weedle, so thank you very much, chat. We'll be seeing a Gloom next, also not on the card today. Herreteman finding a Blastoise. Does have Headbutt as well, so even if he doesn't want to run this, it does open up the opportunity to get a level 10 Pokemon right away, which could be a huge advantage for him. He does immediately start headbutting here, so we'll have to see what he finds. Hopefully it is something that could give him a good early advantage over you. It is a big bit unfortunate. We could see, maybe he goes for a second encounter slot here, or maybe he just chooses to forgo this. He's gonna go look for a different encounter slot. And Gamer has switched to the Growlithe and is going to be fighting this trainer with it, so could potentially see it. I know chat is saying it's got a good moveset, though, and it really does. So it could be interesting. He does just really needs to get to Goldenrod. He has access to a Firestone to evolve it. Herreteman finding a Magneton in the trees next. That does have Dizzy Punch. It could be something. He's still interested in it. He's not running, so that's. Ooh, and that is a Dodrio, so if he has any hesitation about this Growlithe, Dodrio, depending on the moveset, can also be very runnable here. Does just choose to Panic, gets that early experience, which is very smart. They do pick up an early EXP share. That will just save them a little bit of time later in the run when they start working towards to stop the same Pokemon evolving 4 times. They won't have to go fight the shiny and then go pick it up from above the Cherry Grove. They can just instantly have it, which is very nice. So quality of life for both runners here. I'm gonna see what this level 9 on Falconer's Gym is. That is going to be a very nice level 9 for both runners. That will cause either one of them a lot of issues there. The Ice Beam should take care of it pretty quickly. Herreteman is running the Magneton, so that is a great level 10 Pokemon he has right away, and it's got Mega Horn, which is going to be a good move to help clear through some of this early encounters. And we're getting a freeze on this Beedrill is also very nice. You're going to be really happy with this Growlithe early on. Yeah, Gamer just flying through this first gym. Herreteman saving for this level 9, and he's going to be really happy when he does these just a small little ladybug. This Quagsire causing some issues for the Growlithe with the paralysis and the headbutt combo. Lightning gets through it, which is really good. And Herreteman is on the second train. So, looking back at this card, I know Defeated Lapras is on here, but we also have TM2127 Frustration Return, which is only available on Sundays, I believe. So, depending on how this card looks, we might have a mandatory time reset, just because there's no way to do a rollover from Friday to Sunday. Herreteman gets through Falconer with no problems here. Gamer will get an Old Rod, so he might actually be looking for just an alternative to this Growlithe. Maybe he doesn't want to have to run a Growlithe until he hits Goldenrod. Normally, people fish there, so I guess he just picked up the goldenrod to have the option, but isn't actually gonna be looking for something. He does seem happy with this growlithe. All things considered, a pretty close race. Again, Herreteman just going to be heading through Union Cave as well here. Neither runner has really gotten any information. We did see a Poliwag, which technically Poliwrath's Slowking is on the card, but you really don't want to have to evolve it up there. That's a long wait to wait. I think he did teach Dig that will help him out with his back cargo, and it's a very good move for this Growlithe, and eventually will be Arcanine as well. Poliwrath is the Water Stone, but if he had a Poliwag, he would need to evolve into Poliwhirl and then get the Poliwrath. The fur is the first information we're really getting here, and that is something that both runners will be getting here. And we won't have to worry about the defeated Lapras Bowl anymore, since one has just kindly shown up. This is good information for the Ghost type. So these Pokemon, these Rocket Trainers giving some good early information with the Furret, Ghost type, and just handing our runners the Lapras. So both runners are going to be really happy with this. Another thing to note is the gamer will get to see how far ahead he is time-wise, because this Lapras is something that is not optional. It's something that will a little bit early for a lead advantage to really matter, but it is just something to keep in the back of gamer's mind so that he knows to continue up the tempo and keep that lead that he has. Seeing in chat, ground types are good against ghost types. Haunter is actually Ghost Poison. The ground is super effective against the poison part of Haunter. Maybe we're gonna take a heal here in the gym. Yeah, one of the disadvantages of running a not fully evolved Pokemon is you just don't have nearly as much speed as you would as an Arcanine, so he does open himself up to some of these statuses that he's been getting, unfortunately. That was unfortunate with Double Dig, and Growlithe actually does outspeed the Charmander. And uses the same strat again. Gamer's already on to his second gym leader. Jump up again, just gonna be really easy to ice beam that one. Herreteman is catching up here, right? If he doesn't get paralyzed, we will have saved a little bit of time over in this gym, just making it that much closer for a early portion. Herreteman will have to be careful with this Charmander if it chooses to dig, but luckily isn't gonna get that move shown against it. Ooh, Flamethrower though is gonna hurt. And now Herreteman is also on Bugsy. So in case you are newer to this type of run, the goal here is you see the bingo board on your screen. The goal is to get 5 bingos. You can have overlapping, so 5 different horizontals, verticals, or utilizing the 2 diagonals that are available. The runners generally will just make a run up through Chuck, and once they hit Chuck and get Fly, that's when they really stop worrying about progressing in the game and just start using the information they have gathered to get certain goals and slowly get more information just to figure out their route to getting those 5 bingos. The rival fight for Gamer causing some issues, and Herreteman having some issues with Miss Stantler in Mugsy's gym. Does manage to get through it, and we are past the Vaporeon on the rival. Double kick gonna be really helpful there. Just has to heal up here, and he should be through this rival fight. We have the runners going through Ilex Forest here. Probably will end up picking up some items on the ground here because they do need 5 different types of Pokeballs. Finding a Mystic Water would be really nice, and not have to go down there. Same with King's Rock. There's enough items on the card where stopping to pick up some, while it does take some time, and ultimately that time can add up, it can also just end up paying off quite a bit. And unfortunately, 2 evolutions is not on the card today. We would have had plenty of information for that. One important thing to note here is all Gamer really has to do is get through this forest. There is no required trainer, so he's essentially can just go directly to the department store, buy the Firestone, have an Arcanine, and the rest of the fights with this moveset should be a lot easier. Arcanine again is going to be super fast, so he won't have to worry about the statuses that have been pegging him so far. And if he does have a move he doesn't like, since he's at the department store anyway, he can always take a look at the TMs on sale there. He's going to take an encounter here. Very unlikely, right? He only goes through a couple patches here, so a little unlucky, but... Ooh, and because he's paralyzed, he's going to have a hard time running. That's unfortunate. Yeah, he goes to the department store even before healing the paralyzed. And with that Leaf Stone, he already is halfway to the evolved 4 different Pokemon as well. So he's going to be probably keeping his eye out for some of these other Stone Pokemon. They are the quickest, or a Weedle or something like that, like Herreteman has done. It looked like one of the TMs I wasn't quick enough to read, but one of them definitely was cursed. And what is Kenya today? Oh, it's not even going to check yet. Herreteman making it to Goldenrod as well. Doesn't need to stop by this department store, so it's essentially in the exact same spot as Gamers, just a couple hundred feet behind. Aerodactyl. That's an Aerodactyl with flamethrower as well. Unfortunately, Aerodactyl is a physical attacker, or not a special, and all fire moves in this gen are special type. Gamer, what he's doing is he's depositing his Arcanine in the PC, which does heal it. It is slightly faster than doing it, just going to a Pokemon Center and watching that entire animation. Once he gets rid of Kenya with the male, he can actually do the move Pokemon without the male option, and it's even a little bit quicker than that. And we're already at Brittany's gym. It looks like Herreteman already... Did he switch in the Weedle, or did he already just put the XP share? I guess I'll find out in just a second here. Yeah, he has the XP share on Weedle. So I'm gonna go ahead and already work on getting that to stop it from evolving 4 times. I'm gonna choose to fight now because the P8 trainers on Route 35 is here, so he's getting this goal at the same time as getting his stop 4 Pokemon from evolving 4 times. Very smart way to go about this. Normally you would skip these, so using this to get the experience on the Weedle doesn't hurt him on the long-term run with Magneton. And you're here now, so you don't have to revisit this place later once you have Fly. This will also give him a couple more Pokemon to Index. Unfortunately, I haven't noticed anything back on the card yet, but it is something to keep in mind as he continues to fight these trainers. Meanwhile, Gamer has beat with me already, and is going to go ahead and work towards that Sudowoodo next. Ooh, that's a Flareon with Explosion. That's really unfortunate here. But it did actually end up putting all the experience on Weedle, so still beats it and goes ahead and evolves it, so that's one of his 4 needed evolutions. You can see Herreteman doing the same deposit withdrawal strat. Victory Bell for Gamer, not great information. Again, he would have preferred to see that be a Weeping Bell, just because that's another Pokemon Stone he can use to evolve. And the Sudowoodo today is a Giraffe. Yeah, and picks up Rock Smash, so now he has Sweet Scent, Headbutt, and Rock Smash, which is 3 non-HM field moves. He did teach Dig to Growlithe. I doubt he'll use Growlithe to get that goal, but he will just need to find a Pokemon that has a move like Dig, Soft Boil, Teleport. And that will be 4 goals. The 4 non-HM things for him, which is that top right goal. Alternatively, what he could do is just wait until that's the last goal he needs. Once he has everything else done, then it doesn't matter if he switches over Arcanine's moveset, and just mark it at the very end of the race. That could be how he chooses to end it if he doesn't find another Pokemon that has Dig or something like that. And with this Kakuna into Beedrill evolution, both runners have now evolved 2 Pokemon. Herreteman picking up TMs, so it looks like he is looking for something probably slightly better for his Magneton. I did see that that Beedrill does have soft boiled, so he will also have an easy way to get that corner goal, and he does find the Weeping Bell that I said that Gamer would have preferred to find. A little bit of psychic ability right there. And this Sneasel coming back to haunt them since no runner chose to run it, and has but easily handled. Herreteman finishing up the last couple trainers here. This one is the quicker of the two, the other one has 4 Pokemon, but again, it's now 6 more opportunities to get some information. Gamer getting a Blissey on one of these Kimono Girls is a great stack of experience. Let's see if he chooses to teach Surf. If he wants to save that top corner goal, he won't teach it to the Growlithe, he'll teach it to something else so that he can still get to Chuck's gym and without having to ruin his an easy Pokemon to get that 4 non-HM field moves. Gamer doing some big buying here. This Pokemon Center in Equity does have the Bill cutscene, so a lot of times you'll see runners just stock up on extra healing items here and try to avoid going to this this Pokemon Center altogether while they're working with Record Critique. So now Herreteman does have 2 goals on this column 4, which means he's really going to want to be able to find the Apom, Heracross, Pinsir, Fortress, or Octillery, just because now that you've spent the time to invest in this column, it is something that you really want to be able to pay off. Regardless, he will be able to do a row 1, he has seen enough for it, as long as it's catchable in Johto, that is doable. Row 3, unfortunately, does not look to be doable yet, with Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, Hitmontop not being seen, but this trainer in Whitney's gym actually did have an Apom, so that is Apom information for both runners. And I apologize, I absolutely missed all 3 of those cries, so I can't even venture a guess as to what our legendary Pokemon here are today. Chat saying, or Garfield Lightning in chat saying, "Ooh, he'll take Farfetch," and I know he is good at these cries, so I fully believe him. And we're seeing a Starmie is one of the genderless Pokemon that they might want to put the dex later on. And now you can see, because Herreteman did choose to stop and do this defeat trainers on Route 35, he is about a gym behind Gamer at this point, with the necessary trip to Burnt Tower and the Kimono Girls in between those 2 gyms. So again, it's something he's really hoping that he can find this now just Fortress or Octillery and hope that Apom is catchable to really make that time investment pay off. And it looks like he's actually going to stop and do Radio Card while he's here in Goldenrod. Just knocking this out as well, and making so that he won't have to come back to Goldenrod unless he wants to buy some evolution stones. I actually misspoke. It will eventually have to come back here for defeat rival 4 after they get Gly here. Let's see what Morty has in store for a gamer. The first one is an Abra, which shouldn't be difficult to deal with at all. Herreteman did save before this pseudo-wudo fight. I don't think that was necessary. At this point, he should know that Gamer is in front of him, and with Gamer not having marked any goals, he probably could have just saved that couple seconds, not saved, knowing that it wasn't something he needed to catch. It is fighting this optional as well, so we'll have to see if normally Ronos will just run past this, but no information here either on one. And Gamer's already done with Morty, so Morty was very kind on this card. Gamer fighting this one. This is the last for Call the Last, so you gotta fight this, go to all line, and then call her. You don't want to call her the same route, doesn't count. Let's find this gold egg. Unfortunately, not water card. Water type not on the card today. And Gamer's going to be heading down to Chuck now, so we will get to see where he chooses to go for path right after this. Again, we haven't seen too much information. Have seen an APOM, have seen a Ferret. Going to the Shiny, just to see what that is real quick, is always a good move. He can check out the Rocket Base to get the Trap Encounters and Electrode Encounters to see if there's information there. That is 6 different spots. Or he could go directly to where this APOM is for it and see if he can't find something while looking for them. But he's got some decisions to make here coming up. And we'll get to see what Shucky is here in just a second as well. Chop is not going to help you on this court. And Gamer just trading Thunder Punches for this Victorion. Herreteman making it to Morty's gym here. And Gamer just working on the second to last trainer in Chuck's gym. Again, in a very Pokemon heavy card, they just are not finding a lot of very useful information, so it's going to be really interesting to see how the runners choose to make up for that information. That's going to be really what I'm keeping an eye on here as we head into the second half, right? They could choose, again, another option to go directly towards Rival 4, see what he has on his team, hopefully find some information that way. Articuno would be another genderless Pokemon for them. And is, unfortunately, with the speed decrease, gonna faint the Arcanine, but he's got some Revise to deal with this. That is Polygraph information, so we won't have to worry about evolving anything if that is somewhere catchable. Again, that is always the caveat, right? Randomizer Pokemon are always findable, but sometimes findable in Kanto, which means for the purposes of this race, might as well not exist. And Gamer officially has Fly, so let's see what he chooses to go check out first. I am just kind of expecting, again, the Shiny. Check that out real quick because it's super quick. We'll find that Charmander is in Tin Tower and on the route between Expeak and Olivine, so that is something he can go for as well to get that, to be able to evolve into the Charmeleon and work on that bottom left, top right diagonal. Fine tip. right away as well, which is super good. It's level 16, so it just needs to evolve, level it up once and it should evolve. So gonna have the optimization of getting his third evolution as well as a Charmeleon to really help him out. That is, if it just wants to stay in the Pokeball. In this mode, they do have a 1 in 3 chance with the base Pokeball. Sometimes feels a lot less than that. Yes, Snowbear pointing out he can choose to stop evolving with this one as well, which is pretty good. I didn't think of that, I just was thinking evolve it right away, so that is another goal he can make easy progress towards. Mine's a Mew, which is a genderless Pokemon. I believe that's his first one, and Herreteman does have one in his Magneton. Really gotta hope that this stays in the Pokeball pretty quickly, because he is running low and we'll need to stop at this mart in Mahogany Town to buy some more. Herreteman is now on the last of his over as well. Gamer checks to see how close he was to the egg, decides to deposit it, withdraws the Charmander to see if it does have dig, so he can choose just to teach it all the field moves as well, and then he has put the EXP share on it. Yep, and immediately just teaching him all these. And that's an easy goal for Gamer. Gonna buy some Pokeballs here, probably go up north to Lake Rage. That's a Slowking, so that's an easy thing for him to catch as well. He's just getting this Column 5 knocked out so quickly. And Pineco has rollout, so that is a rock type move for Herreteman. We're just getting all the encounters on this route. Does find a Magnemite, which will be a second genderless Pokemon for him. And let's see what the Gyarados is. Executor not on the card today, but does look styling as a shiny. Herreteman picking up the Chucky, sees it's in the chop, and it's going to be on to Chuck's pin here as well. And Gamer will check out the traps and electrodes. Just gonna save here, if you recognize the cry, you can't run from these traps. So if you recognize the cry and know it's not something you need, you just choose to reset. Or you can easily feint it as well if it's something that you have good coverage for. Question in chat, when the card says PM 2127, does it mean they need either the move or the TM or the move? They actually need TM. The moves are randomized in here, so finding one that randomly has Return or Frustration doesn't count. It actually has to be the correct number, and you actually have to have it in your inventory. Does find a Hitmonchan on one of these traps. That is a great find. I think that really opens up row 3 for him. He just needs to be able to hit the Poliwrath. It's catchable. Reset to Sunday for a Frustration or Return, and then defeat rival 4. Hitmonchan with a drill deck as well. That's hilariously good. And the last one just is a Rattata, which should be quick enough to paint. He can't reset because he'd have to recapture the Hitmonchan. He could save after. Choosing to catch it though. I'm not sure why, since he can still just choose to evolve or use the Charmander to get both the stop evolving 4 and help with the evolve 4. It could be used as a last evolution. And unfortunately, Dragon types is not on the card today either, otherwise it would have been a really good pit stop for a Gamer. And Herreteman is on Chuck's last Pokemon, so we will get to see where he chooses to go first, right? Gamer managed to get some great information right away. We'll see if Herreteman is able to similarly find this information. And Gamer's gonna now be taking on these 8 trainers, so we will see a repeat of the information that we got from Herreteman stream. This Polyrath just giving Magneton a lot of issue here. Gamer is going to do the same thing that Herreteman did, use these fights to get Charmander this time to stop evolving 4 times and ultimately get it to Charmeleon as well. So really efficient routing here, getting essentially 3 goals worked on, 4 goals worked on at the same time. And Herreteman finally pushes through. He's got an hour by, which is pretty good. Hour mark is usually when you want to have flybys. He manages to hit that benchmark. And Burret is going to be on the route before Ice Cave, which should be pretty easy. There is both water and grass there, so we'll have to search through both, but it is catchable at least. Polyrath is in Burnt Tower and Slowpoke Well, so could, while he stops to go get King's Jaw, could just choose to find it there. Twirl, not catchable. Apom, not in great locations. I think that was Ice Cave. Haunter on also in that same location as well as the Route 46. Ice Path is definitely doable, it's just a lot of different places to check, which if you have the wonderful dex feature on where Herreteman can just choose to search each floor, open up his dex, and if it beeps 3 times, he knows he's on the right floor. He's entering into Mount Mortar. In chat pointing out he did forget about the Charmander they saw, so he won't have that same information that Gamer is using to get Charmeleon. And this should be the last trainer for Gamer on Route 35. Does get another Lapras, but doesn't have to worry about it. Tyro looked like it was in Violet City, so that would be a surf slot. Gamer giving a white acorn to Kurt. Does look like he's going to plan to do a day reset for the TM, and this way he can also pick up the Pokeball from Kurt for 5 different types of Pokeball. And it looks like he's on his way to fight the rival. Meanwhile, Herreteman is going to be working towards this Tyro. Unfortunately, we know there is an easier way to get this goal. We'll have to see if Herreteman ultimately ends up going into Rocket Base as well. And he does find the other two encounters relatively quickly, so if Rogue is on this rare encounter, he might have to cycle through here a couple times to ultimately get it. There is 3 encounters on water, 2 of which are pretty common. I think the third one is 10% chance or 15% chance, something small. So might just be sitting here and watching him do some encounters while Gamer works towards getting to this rival fight. Let's see if this final rival fight gives us any additional information. Herreteman getting a phone call. Did call last, chose not to delete it, so it does get that small little and is double checking just to make sure he's in the right spot. And so far we've seen a Dunsparce and a Doug trio on the rivals. No good information just yet. Drowsy also not going to be helpful here. Herreteman finding the Tyrogue. Is gonna put the EXP share on it, so between the Weeping Bell and this Tyrogue, once he evolves it, we'll have 4 evolved Pokemon. Tyrogue will take a little bit of a time. And I believe that's the last time Gamer needs to stop Charmander from evolving. Herreteman working on the Runes of Alph puzzles. And we're going to see the time reset on Gamer. So, for those who don't know, we have a handy little tool where you can put in how much money you have, your ID, and it tells you the password you need to be able to do a clock reset on the main menu. And from there, he'll just set his day to Sunday, grab the TM he needs from the department store, and be on his merry way. Herreteman, I think he's got the bottom 2 mixed up. There we go, he corrects it. Stopping by the game corner, not a bad call. If you find something on the card here that is in one of the cheap spots, you can easily stop it. And get it. Moltres will count as a generous Pokemon. I think he already has 2, so this will be that full for him. And probably gonna go get the TM, probably go to Radio Card after that, since He's got column 1 essentially almost done here, and we'll want to finish that out soon. Row 3 also doable for him. Beyond that, probably looking at column 2. Potentially column 3, because he can choose to just go to Tin Tower to fight the Ho-Oh. Mystic Water's easy stop to get on Cherry Grove. Haunter he can dex. The only one that I actually don't think he can actually do right now is pull up Goldfish. And chat helping me out saying that was an Abertray Fortress, which is actually huge here as well. That will open up the second diagonal for him. The bottom left to top right. Herreteman finding a pincer here, so that's pretty big for him as well. Now no longer has to worry about finding this A-bomb. Was it the ferret he was looking for on this route? So while looking for the ferret, finding something else he needs is pretty big. What is Gamer looking for in the national park? Shelter is a good one to catch just because you need to give him the water stone. It's hit with a thunder, which is unfortunate, but ultimately won't matter too much. And this also stops him from having to use the Rattata and doing some more fights to level that up and evolve it. Just because he still does need to do one more or two more fights to get Charmander evolved to Charmeleon as well, so now he doesn't have to do both. He can just use the stone on Shelter and get Charmander evolved. And there's the fort that Herreteman is looking for, so he should be done with this route. And he could continue on through Ice Cave, because I believe that's where we said both Polyrath and Haunter was, I think. Fort was on, I believe, one of the rocket trainers in Slowpoke's Well. Gamer does find the Abra, so that will help. So that must have been what he was looking for here in National Park, and finding it means now he just has to fly back because it gets a little bit quicker and get his fortress. And Herreteman's already starting with this trick I was talking about, using the Pokedex. Unfortunately, we're not using his sound for this race, so we'll just have to see if he starts tweet sending to know if he's in the right area. And Gamer fighting some extra trainers, most likely just to get this from you the ball. And there we have it. That should be evolution number 3 for him, as well as the Charmeleon dog. Just needs to go pull the Shelter out of his box. And he's also going to be looking for this Forest now. So we'll spend some time in this water. Actually, if you put that EXP share on the Rattata, he might still be panning to Rattata over Shelter. Fine sequencer as well. And Haunter must be on this floor because he as soon as I speak, it shows up on screen. So he will find this ghost type Pokemon. We're just seeing all the Labrases. Only needed to kill the first one. And we have hit Blackthorn, so he will most likely be going. Was it Poliwrath he's going for here down below on Route 46? Does buy Great Ball, Ultra Ball, that does prevent 5 different types of Pokeballs, so getting good progress on on row 5 here. Getting Beedrill to forget Cut so that he can use it to teach the 4 non-HM field moves. And Gamer finding the Furret, I believe, is our first bingo of the game once he catches it. Obviously, the first one matters a lot less than the 5th one, but it is a good benchmark for getting to that 5. Picks up the Asphalt from Kurt. And it's gonna go for King's Rock here, I believe. No, getting King's Rock, and then once he trades the Fortress, once he trades the Abra for the Fortress, I believe gets him up to 3 bingos. Still needs to get the Poliwrath or Slowking, as well as what's his 5th bingo? Completing the 4 puzzles of Alf, because he just needs to evolve and 5 different types of Pokeballs, and those are both goals he's shown progress towards. with him doing this Ruins of Alpha, I do think that is Europe is going. We're gonna see Herreteman on rival number 4 here. Digging out of the Ruins of Alpha was a nice little time save. Just goes right back into Union Cave and can solve this next puzzle. And Herreteman look, he's gonna go for the Polyrath as well. Puzzle number 3 for Gamer. We'll just surf across this water and get to number 4 here. So that is all 4 puzzles done for Gamer. Always a little bit of a annoyance to get through, so good on him for doing it really quickly here. Right, made very few mistakes, if any. He hadn't actually noticed any. And is here in Violet buying more Pokeballs for Pals. Herreteman does find his Polyrath. So that will be row 3 for him done. Unfortunately, we don't have any of the else information, so right now that is only good for row 3. And Gamer heading into the Ice Tunnel, most likely going to be looking for this Haunter as well. Actually repels. So might just be aiming to go to Blackthorn to get that Pokeball goal. And Herreteman picking up the Mystic Water. Herreteman pausing here to think about his next move, I guess. He does have one Bingo so far, so we'll have to see where he goes next. He might just choose to finish out these rest of these Ruins of Alpha puzzles. That would give him his second Bingo. Yeah, so Gamer does skip over this Haunter. I might just be because he didn't next it yet, or he forgot he had the information. Actually, probably just over skipping it because it doesn't actually help him on his path of 5 Bingos here combined. Selling some TMs just to make sure he can buy both Pokeballs he needs, and that is one goal away from column 2 here. Now just needs to get that last evolution done, heads back to Cherry Grove. Pausing their Tata, gonna pick out this Abra for the trade as well as the Shelders, since both are going into this department store. So this will give him both evolved 4 different Pokemon as well as the Fortress Gold, so that will be Bingo 2 and 3 for him. My bad, it's actually 3 and 4 for him. And the Fortress Auxiliary actually gives him the diagonal as well. This is going to be Gamer finishing out the game. I just can't count today. So we have our winner here as soon as he hits the done button. And here is the done button, so let's go ahead and see if we can't get Gamer in here for an interview as well. And while I wait for him to respond and see if he's available for an interview, Herreteman is working on these Ruins of Alpha puzzles. Hello, gamer. Congratulations on your victory here.
Thanks. I'll join for a little bit. Hello. Hi.
Very impressive cleanup here. So quick did you go from 1 to 5 that I actually was like miscounted how many bingos you had. So very clean.
Well, that's because I had no info to finish until the Aber trade happened to be Fortress. So I was just doing the goals I could. Once I got that, I could actually finish. So at that point, it
Yeah,
wasn't too bad.
yeah, and going to the rocket base really paid off with both the Rattata that you caught to potentially get a 4th evolution before you found the shelter, as well as just finding a Hitmonchan. So good info hunting there. What were your thoughts about the card overall here?
Card's fine. I'm glad I got to do Alpha goals. That's my favorite goal. The ROM was not very nice. Uh, between Fortress Artillery, Corsola, Quillfish, and Mankey Meowth, I was gated like everywhere.
Yeah, that is a lot of information to have to find. And you got really good with the Growlithe early. How comfortable were you with that Growlithe that early?
I saw Ice Beam and I was gonna run it. Then it had Volt Beam and I was even more gonna run it. So yeah,
Yeah.
I was very proud of the Growlithe for learning Dig, so I could do the corner goal, but it didn't end up mattering because I caught the Charmander that had Dig too. But I was happy that he had Dig because I thought that to be a big goal.
Yeah, I really like that as well because as soon as you're done with everything else you need, all you have to do is teach those TMs. But like you said, managed to find another Pokemon here. Trying to think back, I know, you kind of kept getting really lucky with these statuses after with the Ice Beam and Paralysis. Like you were freezing things left and right, paralyzing, but you were also, while it was still a Growlithe, just getting hit by all like the paralysis. Was that a concern early on? Were you worried that you might be falling back?
No, not really. I mean, once I defeated the Lapras, I knew I was ahead because he hadn't marked it. But definitely a few clutch freezes came up.
Yeah. Any questions on the card all together here?
A question on the card? No, no.
Questions or information?
I mean, I'd like to know where that Mankey Meowth is because it never shows up, but no, I don't really have any questions, I don't think.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have access to the actual log, so I was hoping to
Yeah.
be able to provide things that maybe Hardiman has done, but no. All I can say is that was a very clean race you did there with an official finish time of 1 hour 29 minutes and 7 seconds.
No, I don't think I have any questions. I think what he did was probably similar to what I did.
Yeah, he actually found a Blastoise that had headbutt, so he was actually running a Magneton that he got from the headbutt tree.
Nice.
Do you have um, anything you'd like to shout out, like channel wise, or to information you'd like to give the audience or the chat here?
I don't think so. Uh, yeah, I can't really think of anything.
Yeah, well, I will shout out your stream then. I know at least you're streaming this tournament. I imagine you stream other things as well. So if
Nope.
nope, never mind. Well, chat, you should follow him anyway. Go follow his stream.
Yeah, I don't normally stream because I have a very poor PC, but it's enough to stream this, so make it work.
Hmm. Yeah, I honestly don't have many more questions for you either. So thank you so much for an amazing race. It was actually really enjoyable to watch. Again, a lot of really clean mechanics that you did. So props to you, and looking forward to seeing more from you.
Uh, Maybe we'll see. I'm pretty sure I'm out of this tournament, so maybe another one. We'll see. But yeah, take care. I guess I'll hop out. I guess I don't know if is
It looks
Herret
like
still finishing or
he is still finishing. So if you actually just want to hop in the stream and watch, or you're welcome to leave as well.
no, I actually have some other stuff I need to take care of, so I'm just gonna hop out. I think.
Yeah, well, have a wonderful evening. Thanks again for a great race.
Yep. Take care. Do you still need my stream up? I can just leave it if you do.
I think you should be good to close it out. I will double check. Give me a second.
Yeah, I accidentally broke my timer because when I type numbers, it breaks my timer, and I had to type numbers to clock reset.
Yeah, we were using Herretemans from the beginning, so no worries there. Didn't cause any issues on stream. But yeah, it looks like you are good to close out your stream as well.
Cool. All right, I'll be heading out then. Take care.
Have a great evening, and again, great race.
Thanks.
And unfortunately, it looks like Herman's having some internet issues. It's very choppy on his stream. So keeping as close of an eye as I can here. Uh, uh, while we continue to watch Hardman, I do want to shout out there is another Pokemon Crystal race starting on, or that has started on Speed Gaming 2. That one is between Fire 1520 and Zethno. So if you would like more races, feel free to switch over to that one or continue to root on Herreteman. He's doing a great job and is very kindly finishing off the seed rather than just forfeiting here, which is wonderful of him. So props and respects for that. Does look like he is picking up the King's Rock, which I believe is helping him towards 3. He still is at 2 bingos here. Herreteman finding a Starmie, which should be his third genderless Pokemon, which is his third bingo as well. If he can find this Charmander that he was missing, that would actually give him 5 bingos here, and he would be able to finish out this card with that. Herreteman does find this Charmander, so all he has to do now at this point is level it up once, and he will be done with this card as well. And let's see where he goes to evolve this. He probably could just go to Price's gym, fight some gym trainers there. That's probably the quickest location to go. Unfortunately, I'm still having some stream stuttering here, so we'll have to see ultimately where he ends up. And he goes for the route to the right of Mahogany Town before Ice Cave to try and get this evolution. So a couple more trainers there. Also a good option for enough experience to get this Charmander up to a Charmeleon. And look at that. He's got a Charmander evolving right now. So that should be the end of the race for him as well, as soon as he can hit the finish button. And Herreteman is going to be joining us for an interview here very quickly. He's just having some mic issues he's working out. Hello, Herreteman. Congratulations on finishing out that card. What is your initial thoughts? I know you had some trouble getting some information there.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. Honestly, if I remember that I got Charmander as well as Squirtle, I could have maybe not won. I don't know about that, but I could have definitely done way better. But for some reason, I completely forgot about Charmander.
Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate, but you did get a lot of good information early on with choosing to do the trainers on 35 as well, because I think that's... No, it was Whitney's gym that had it. This is so long ago now, I can't remember. Regardless, where did you end up, because you had some stream stuttering, where did you end up finding the Corsola Quillfish?
That was on Ruins of Elf. While I was doing the puzzles, I just thought maybe I can find Mankey or Meowth here, and then I can basically score 3 lines for free. I got something, but it was not quite what I wanted.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't even know where that Mankey Meowth was. I know Gamer was also similarly lamenting the fact that it was so hard to find. You opted not to do. Actually, no, you did get Frustration TM as well. So you did do the time reset, or did you do a Sunday card, or do you start on Sunday?
I just started on Sunday.
Started on Sunday, so good call on that one. Because again, Lapras was everywhere. I think you all ended up finding like 3 different Laprases.
Yeah, at that point, if I actually needed to defeat a Lapras and I was getting desperate, I could just do a clock reset. And in that case, there was no real way to combine Friday for Lapras and Sunday for the TM. So there was no real reason to not go Sunday.
Absolutely, that's great reasoning. Do you have any kind of questions about like where Gamer got any information or information's on the randomizer in general for like information wise?
I think Fortress or Clear is probably the big one. I saw Pineco and I captured it like thinking, oh right, I can evolve it, but then I realized it was level 31 and that was pretty bad for my plans.
Yeah, he ended up trading for a Fortress. The Abra trade was for a Fortress.
Huh?
There's a trade in... Yeah, there's a trade in department store, and the trades are randomized as well, so it's just very, very lucky there.
Yeah, okay. I never check those. It's most of the time not worth it, but I guess...
Yeah, no, yeah, there was just a lot of like Pokemon requirements, and both of you were just scrambling for information. So we actually saw him go down to Rocket Base as well, and that's where he found his Hitmonchan. So just it was really fun. You both showed us really great strategies of like what to do when you just don't have enough information. So I really want to congratulate you and thank you for such an entertaining race here.
Yeah, but I didn't really perform. But it was not the greatest card in terms of luck. As you said, Monkey Meowth, we were both looking for that because it was basically 3 free rows and it didn't really work out for anyone. So just working with what we had, which was pretty much the same information. I think the only real difference was that Fortress and that Quillfish from apart. It was really weird to route around that.
Yeah, and it was such an unfortunate combination, right? The randomizer and card just really seemed like they were working against each other, but you stuck it out and finished out the card, and again, just really impressive. Still, hour and 44 minutes is still only slightly above the average time, and with this card, I think that especially that's actually a really respectable time here.
And I guess I may just ask, what did Gamer run as a main?
He ran the Growlithe from one of the first routes that he evolved into an Arcanine.
Oh, I guess it's fine, yeah. I didn't really feel great about the Magneton, but now looking at the Vs, it was actually pretty amazing.
Yeah, I think getting surf on your Magneton really helped towards the later stage. It just seemed like that helped really round out your coverage. But, I mean, because it had a fire and a electric move, right? In the early stages?
Yeah, I was getting walled by basically every fire type.
Yeah. Do you have anything you'd like to shout out on this channel? Do you stream regularly? Where can people find you and support you?
I don't really stream this regularly, but I do stream mostly regularly. I speed on other things. This was mostly just entering for fun. I don't really play this randomizer as competitively as others. Mainly a Link to the Past rando, the classic from SpeedGaming. But yeah, if you like stuff, I mostly do that. I don't know. I'm bad at that.
Yeah, no, I have in the chat you can do !R and you'll pull up both runners' Twitch's IDs, so you can get a link there. I have done that, so go follow Herreteman. He has done an amazing job today, and I want to thank you again. When is your next match?
I think it's Saturday. Against. Let me check. I'm bad at names. Furious Magic. I have on Saturday, and then I have. I don't know if he submitted it. Fayun or Fayun. I don't know.
Fayun on Tuesday. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Saturday and Tuesday. We want if the chat wants to catch your next races. And I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this interview so that we can get you over to the other stream, the co-stream in Espanol.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. And thanks for commentating as well, of course.
Yeah, always my pleasure. Had some technical difficulties on my side, so it's a little awkward, but thank you again. Really enjoyed watching this race.
Right, I'm gonna jump to speaking in Espanol. So, thanks for watching. See ya.